Good morning. Today's Friday, January 14th. We're bringing you the latest news making headlines to help start your day.
So another mega testing site is opening today, this time in Fulton County. If you need to get tested for COVID, you can head over to the Home Depot backyard next to Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
In fact, our Tori Cooper stopped by the site to get more information on what you need to know before you go. Tori?
Yeah, the Georgia Department of Public Health tells us this site will be open at 9 a.m. today and it will last until 6 p.m. today. They are recommending that you register online to make an appointment, but you can also just show up here. Take a look. They have it all set up here over here at the orange deck. They have the cones out here. Obviously, they're hoping that this will move swiftly for residents that need to get tested. This is the third mega testing site that has opened just this week, really showing how counties are stepping up to close the gap in waiting time. Now, Viral Solutions, the Fulton County Board of Health, and Mercedes-Benz all teamed up to bring this to customers today. It will be opened through Monday, but keep in mind, this is set to be open tomorrow and Sunday, but this is also weather permitting because they will be impacted by the snow that Ella has been talking about. Now, they will be providing some information to you on how you can get your test results from your PCR test when you arrive. DeKalb County and Cobb County will also be giving out free at-home kits on Monday, but the residents that we spoke to so far this week say these mega testing sites and these free giveaways are making a critical change in their lives.
Everybody that I know got sick over the holidays, and trying to find a COVID tent or anything like that, those lines are all the way backed up. We've been in one personally for like 5 hours trying to get one, so this is great for us.
Yeah, getting to know your status has been a main thing that everyone has been trying to figure out. If you're taking a look at the full screen graphic right now, you can see these are the locations in DeKalb County that on Monday will be giving out free at-home kits. They are aiming to distribute 10,000 kits to residents that are in need. And again, Cobb County will also be aiming to do that on Monday as well. We will be out there bringing you the coverage and letting you know to get out there and get out and about if you do need a test. And of course, bringing you that coverage right here. Reporting live in downtown Atlanta, I'm Tori Cooper, CBS 46 News.
Largest student loan servicers will cancel $1.7 billion in private loans as part of a settlement. The company was accused of abusive lending practices, targeting students that it knew would struggle to pay them back.
Today, for the first time in 6 months, families are not getting a monthly deposit from the child tax credit. The program was part of the president's COVID relief plan. He proposed extending it for another year as part of another measure, but that bill stalled in the Senate. More than 36 million families got payments last month.
This is Stetson Bennett here taking your order. What do you have today?
He had to say his name because if you just came across him, you'd be like, oh, he just looks like a normal guy, right? He's only 5'11". But UGA star quarterback and new national champion Stetson Bennett was surprising hundreds of customers at this Raising Cane's drive-thru. So the fans would roll up to the window, of course, delighted to see him. Some even asked for a selfie, naturally. Bennett also took orders at the front and even handed out some UGA gear as well. It's been a heck of a week for Stetson Bennett, man.
I tell you, keep rolling with it, right? Yeah. Trending this morning, tennis star Novak Djokovic is facing deportation again just days before the beginning of the Australian Open.
Our Brooks Baptiste joins us with the stories topping your social media feeds. This has been a story we've been following for a few weeks now, Brooks.
Yeah, you know, Rob and Gravir, it seems like every day there's something new about this. And this is now the second time that Novak Djokovic's visa has been revoked by the Australian government. And his lawyers are expected to appeal that cancellation once again. The Australian immigration minister says he used his power Friday to revoke the 9-time champ's visa on public interest grounds. So right now, it's unclear if Djokovic will be able to defend his title. His visa was first canceled last week for not being vaccinated. Well, history made right here in Atlanta, and we love to see it. This is as luxury automaker Porsche making some changes to its executive committee. Aisha Coker becomes the first African-American and first woman of color to join the board as the vice president of marketing. Coker has worked with the company for about a decade, and she becomes the second new appointment to the executive leadership in recent months. All right, well, I've got a question for you. How much could you see yourself spending on a comic book? $3? $3 million? Yeah, the first comic book featuring Superman just sold at auction for $3.18 million, making it the third most expensive of all time. The 1938 comic was auctioned off Thursday, and it was purchased by a collectibles marketplace on behalf of a private buyer. I asked that question at the beginning for you and then really for Gavir, because I know she's not spending more than $1 or $3 on something like that. Not $3 million for sure.
Can I tell you, I absolutely love antiques. Love them. I love having like first edition books and things like that. But what are you going to do with that, right?
Don't touch it. It's, you know,
Like you put it in a
definitely not
shadow
flip the
box and
pages
put
of
it
it.
on
Can
a
you
wall
imagine
or
you rip a
something?
page
Oh
of a
my
$3 million
goodness.
comic book?
Didn't want to tell y'all, but I am that private buyer.
Yeah.
Well, you got any other money you would like to spare for
No,
us?
anyway, just kidding. Thank you, Brooks.
Golly.
Woo.
Golly.
You got a lot of money,
Yeah.
you're spending $3 million on a comic book.
Exactly.
Right.
What you got, Ella?
All right, let's talk about tomorrow. The championship parade in Athens. You go into the classic city. By the time the parade's coming down Lumpkin Street, it's going to be chilly. Temperatures in the mid-40s. You're not going to see much sunshine tomorrow, so definitely want to dress warm. By the time the parade ends, it's 50 degrees, and that's where most areas will top out, right around 50 tomorrow. Let's talk about this weekend. An isolated shower possible through the day tomorrow, but most areas remain dry until tomorrow evening. You got to get where you want to be by tomorrow evening, because that's when things start to deteriorate, all right? We see rain move in after about 8 p.m. on Saturday. Heavy snow is likely from Forsyth County to Gainesville up into the mountains overnight into Sunday morning. Metro Atlanta will see mostly rain until around sunrise. Then temperatures fall below freezing, so we get a couple hours of freezing rain and ice. You see that marked by the pink areas. So we could get a slick coating on the roadways and on surfaces before snow takes over. So be aware of that. That snow going to continue through the afternoon. It will continue into the night for the mountains before we dry out on Monday. So what to expect in Metro Atlanta? Rain before sunrise. Freezing rain for a few hours around sunrise. Snow will take over by mid-morning, 10, 11 a.m. That snow will be widespread around noon. If you want to get the kids out, you want to go out and enjoy it, right around 11 a.m. or noon will be the best time to do it. Snow showers will continue through the early afternoon, and we finally should dry out after sunset. But guys, it's not going to be a beautiful winter wonderland. It is going to be very windy, so that snow probably going to be blowing around, all right? Especially overnight into Sunday, we could see gusts up to 40 miles per hour, so power outages are possible through the day on Sunday, even lasting into Monday. Let's talk about snow totals. This is, again, only one model, but models are coming into agreement about snow totals. Anywhere from 6 inches to 10 inches from Gainesville, Dawsonville, up into the mountains. North Metro from North Fulton, Alpharetta, Cherokee County, even Gwinnett County could get in on 3, possibly even 4 inches. Cobb County, Douglas County, most of Metro looking at about 1 to 2 inches. West Georgia, maybe just a blanket of snow. Areas south of the city, little to no accumulation. The big question is how much ice. Here's the good news. As we get closer to this event, the potential ice totals are lowering. So it looks like a lower possibility that we see a significant ice event. Still, disruptive ice totals and tricky travel is going to be a high possibility for East Georgia, even Metro Atlanta, but especially from Jackson County to Athens to Lake Hartwell. You're not going to want to be on the roads on Sunday. And here's the thing, we're going to get 1 inch to 1.5 inches of rain. So any standing water will freeze overnight into Monday. We're going to see 12 plus hours of below freezing temperatures. It's not really until after 10 a.m. on Monday where we begin to climb above freezing, and that sun should help melt the ice. So I would stay off the roadways through Monday morning as well. Looking at next week, late January is going to be cold. We're talking lows in the 20s, highs in the 40s through the end of the month. So, man, did the first month of the year come in with a bang. Again, guys, Sunday and Monday, really tricky travel is possible. Rodney and I will be here. Fred and Jen will be here. We will keep you updated with the latest.
Now, with that winter weather system headed our way, the people in charge of maintaining roads in Metro Atlanta gearing up for a possible icy mess Sunday and Monday.
Rebecca Schramm is live this morning. She's at the transportation headquarters for the city of Atlanta, and the new mayor is planning to be out there to get a tour of that facility this morning.
Yeah, that's right, Gravir and Rob. We're expecting Mayor Andre Dickens to arrive here before sunrise, and he's going to meet with the Commissioner of Transportation here for the city of Atlanta as the workers prepare for what could be some long hours ahead. They're going to do an equipment review. The folks who work in the transportation department have been gearing up for weather like we're expecting this weekend for a very long time. Nobody wants a repeat of 8 years ago when people were stuck on icy roads for 8, 10, 12 hours. Today at this Atlanta facility, they're going to show off their snow equipment, the spreaders, the brine machines, that sort of thing. Many of you at home are also preparing for the possibility of ice on your driveways and your sidewalks in the coming days. Here's what one homeowner told us.
Don't know what the weather's going to be like on Sunday, so I don't want to take any chances. So I'm in here to buy some ice melt.
It's a good thing as far as something to have on hand, so that you're not a prisoner in your own home, basically, of when everything starts to, fall and create hazardous situations.
Here in the city of Atlanta, they have about 300 employees. 150 will be on duty at any given time, so obviously they're gearing up for 12-hour days. Live in Atlanta, Rebecca Schramm, CBS 46 News.
No doubt they'll be hard at work, Rebecca. Thank you. Being days away from facing what will likely be that severe winter weather, you want to make sure you and your family are prepared for possible power outages.
Our Brooks Baptiste continues our team coverage this morning, and Brooks, local agencies are asking people to have those emergency kits ready.
Absolutely. I've been seeing a lot of social media posts online from agencies that have been sharing some tips and really just trying to keep everyone informed. Georgia Power is suggesting that in the event we have a power outage, it is so important for you to have an emergency kit ready. So we want to help you out and make sure you are prepared. Here is what should be in that kit. Obviously, a flashlight, because we don't know if there is a power outage, how long it's going to last. So keep some extra batteries as well. They also say you want to have additional clothes for warmth. And then lastly, making sure you have that portable cell phone charger in the event you need that. Now, the agency suggests that checking your fireplace, because you may need it to stay warm, but they say just make sure it is well ventilated. And if you're planning to use one of these space heaters, because we know how dangerous those can be and we don't want to see any fires or anything like that, be sure to keep them away from drapings and curtains, and then of course keep them away from small children. Experts say today is probably a good time for you to get out to your local supply store and stock up on things like shovels, because you want to be prepared for whatever comes our way.
Right now is a great time to seal up gaps and cracks that you have around windows. I know we have a lot of older homes in Atlanta, and if you've ever felt that cold wind coming through a window or a gap or crack around a door, this weather seal will take care of that.
So some good advice there. We can never stress it enough. You never should wait to the last minute to really prepare for something like this. Also, be sure to download that CBS 46 app. Keep it handy, because that's where you'll be able to receive those latest alerts about the weather. And again, experts say it's going to be best for you to stay off the roads when that snow begins to fall.
All right, Brooks, thanks for all of that good information. Well, this morning, Georgia is one of 19 states with ICU bed capacity at less than 15% remaining, with the Omicron variant still hitting hospitals hard. The Biden administration is now promising to make high-quality masks free to Americans who cannot afford them. The White House is expected to release that plan next week.
Stop! Ah! Shots fired, shots fired. Still running northbound. I was hit with something. Still running northbound on Maffitt. I'm bleeding.
That is newly released video which shows the moment a Decatur police officer is shot while chasing a suspect. Police say Officer Stephanie Vale was trying to stop a driver for a traffic violation when he took off on Saturday. Officer Vale suffered head and shoulder injuries. She is out of the hospital and recovering. The 23-year-old suspect was arrested later. He's been charged with attempted murder.
President Biden says he is disappointed by a Supreme Court ruling on vaccine mandates. This as average daily hospitalizations have hit their highest point during the pandemic. As CBS's Laura Podesta reports, the president is sending military medical teams to areas of the country overwhelmed by COVID.
The Supreme Court halted a Biden administration mandate requiring employees at large companies be vaccinated or be tested weekly.
The Supreme Court's decision on the OSHA mandate essentially means that in this pandemic, it is up to individual employers to determine whether their workplaces will be safe for employees.
The conservative-leaning court is allowing a vaccine mandate for certain healthcare facilities to continue.
there are still certain things.
Indiana labor attorney Benjamin Perry says businesses can still have their own vaccine requirements.
If you don't want to get the vaccine and your employer is requiring you to do it, you're violating company policies.
The rulings come as COVID-19 is putting hospitals under duress.
If you're unvaccinated, if they test positive, you are 17 times more likely to get hospitalized.
Yesterday, President Biden announced he's sending military medical teams to 6 states to help overwhelmed hospitals survive the surge. Laura Podesta, CBS News.
Thanks for watching CBS 46 News. Watch us live wherever you are, our mobile and our streaming news app. You can also watch us on Roku, Apple TV, and Fire TV.